Apple MacBook from a few years ago, it's still not clear. And as for the switchover from Intel to the silicon chips is concerned, that's a 2-year roadmap. That doesn't mean you're going to sit and wait for 2 years for your favorite Mac to get updated before you buy one. Apple has also said that any Intel machine sold now will continue to be updated, will continue to be supported as is. You will get macOS updates all through, so that should not be a worry. In the end, what you have 27-inch iMac is a gorgeous screen, extremely powerful performance, and well, this just really looks brilliant on your workstation. Well, work doesn't really get more cool than this, does it?
Now let's move on to the world of automobiles, and in that world, Volkswagen is reshuffling its lineup for the Indian market. The Tiguan that we have here is now the Tiguan All Space, and as a result, it has become a bit bigger. Now it wants to see 5+ people inside its cabin. However, if you want a 5-seater SUV from the house of Volkswagen, perhaps you should take a look at the Volkswagen T-Roc. Now, I spent some time with it last week. Here's how that. This is a Volkswagen T-Roc. In length, it's slightly smaller than a Hyundai Creta. In height, it's pretty much at par at some of the sub-4 meter compact SUVs that we have in our market. And yet, this car costs 20 lakh rupees. It also has a really interesting story about it, because of which this car is already sold out in our country. So why am I here talking to you about it? Well, simply put, this is perhaps one of the best Volkswagens to ever make it on our roads. But that's what it looks like on paper, at least. So I decided to find out if that's really true by spending some time with it. And here's what I have to tell you about the Volkswagen T-Roc. The interesting story is that Volkswagen brought this car to India as a CVU and makes use of the government's new relaxed import regulations. As part of this, a company can bring in 2,500 units of any vehicle to the country without the need for having it homologated, which means a straight-up import of the car, which in turn means a lower price tag. Now, yeah, and this price would have been sold out in about 40 days or so, making it the fastest selling VW in our country. So what makes it special? Well, let's start with the design. This car, like we said, is quite compact, but what adds to the body cladding all around the car, and the car's name spelled out on the middle of the boot lid, and thankfully this does not look tacky. I'm looking at you, MG Gloucester. It also gets 17-inch alloy wheels, which fills up the wheel arches really well. In short, the T-Roc looks